Hey everybody, and welcome back to Behind the Score Sports 30 Teams in 30 Days. Oh man, I'm sure looking forward to getting the baseball season started. Great weather. I got my Hawaiian shirts out. I'm all ready to go and ready to get the season started. Just like my last video, I'd like you guys know today I'll be on doing my baseball fantasy drafts tonight. One's at 4, one's at 7. You guys want to come on and see what's going on and give your opinions on the team that I draft. Also on opening day, April 1st, the first game at 1 p.m. between the Yankees and the Jays. I'm going to be on my Facebook page at Behind the Score Sports. And then at 7 p.m. for that game, I'm going to be over on YouTube doing a live over there for that game. So come join along, like, follow, share, subscribe. Open to everybody. It's 100% free to like, share, and subscribe. Watch. Most of the time, you don't even have to have a account on YouTube to come and watch. And then on Facebook to get over there. Everything, if you go to search on an app, everything's at Behind the Score Sports, and so look forward to seeing you there. Today I'm going to throw you a big curveball. Today we're talking about the Tampa Bay Rays. So let's jump in and get started. First, you might be thinking, well, what is the big curveball with the Rays? They definitely could be a team that comes in second for this division. Well, actually, I have them finishing third. And then some of the question might be is, well, why does they start in third after the Yankees? What happened to number two? Well, number two would happen to be my favorite team, the Blue Jays, and I'm actually going to be leaving that one till opening day. So make sure to come back and check it out then. I've got big things for that podcast, things I got to get set up to. So do come and follow and check that one out on opening day, April 1st. So, but anyways, we'll get in talking about the Rays. The 2021 lineup predictions for this year. First, we got Brandon Lowe. Brandon is bats left, 345 with a 414. This guy hits extremely well. He gets on base almost half of the time he's at bat. This guy is very well rounded in his game, and definitely the guy you want leading off for your team. Randy Arozarena, he got him batting second. Arozarena bats right with a 288 and a 388. This guy has a lot of speed. You'll know him as the guy that stumbled going home, but the catcher missed the ball and he ended up getting home anyways. That was quite a play in the World Series last year. But he does have some speed. I do see him being a great contributor to the Rays, and definitely will get on base and bring some of those runs home. Yandy Diaz batting third. He's a right-hander batting 368, 451. Another guy that can hit well and get on base. Definitely is a prime candidate for being at the top of the order, so that's why I slotted him in there. This guy, I see having a great season this year, so uh, hopefully that can carry over and bring some of those runs home as well. G-Man Choi, I got him in the cleanup spot, first baseman, batting left 299 with a 424. Another guy that hits extremely well. Almost a third of the time he's up there. Gets on base a lot. Definitely is the being a left-hander. Definitely splits up lefties and righties at the beginning of the lineup, which could be big problems for our pitching staff. That's why I structured it that way. And definitely will be bringing his bat to the game for sure. So it'll be interesting and great to see what happens with their team at the top of the lineup. Next, batting fifth would be Austin Meadows. Austin is the left-hander, batting left, 280 with a 370. His average and on base is a little bit lower than some of the guys there at the top of the lineup I just talked about, but he has power. He does very well. I've had him in my fantasy pools before. He's performed like he should, so definitely good to see how well he does this season. Kevin Kiermaier will be next, center fielder. He also bats left, 292 with a 347. Another guy that over his career, he's done very well. He has had his struggles at times, but definitely with the young part of this team and him being a veteran presence, I think he'll mesh very well. And this is a guy that definitely could have a big year. So we'll see how that plays out. Next will be Willie Adams. Willie is a shortstop, batting right, 289 with a 352. These guys all hit well. Guys do well at getting on base. So definitely be a lot of run opportunities. Lots of guys on base. So definitely watch for this team to put up a lot of runs early and try to get that lead and hold on to it. Next will be Mike Zanino. The catcher also bats right, 281 with a 380. He does very well as well. So there's definitely no spots in this lineup where you can't get production. Some lineups you'll notice as they get to the bottom, they kind of tail off, but there's quite a few lineups this year that do have the capability of having production all the way through the lineup. It's a great thing for a manager to have that problem of figuring out where to put a guy in a lineup because they all hit well. So it'll be a big year for the Rays, definitely in that perspective. Manuel Margot. Manuel is another guy that is right fielder, batting right, 256 with a 316. Slightly lower than some of the other guys on the team, but definitely a guy that has some potential. So we'll see what kind of a season he has there. Utility guys that I have down here: Joey Wendell, Mike Brosseau, Yoshi Tsutsugo, and Brett Phillips. We'll move over to the pitching rotation. Starting it off would be Tyler Glasnow. Ryan Yarborough will be behind him. Chris Archer, back at the Rays. He'll be pitching at the third spot. Michael Wacha, you might recognize him as pitching for the St. Louis Cardinals. He's now on the Rays, so he'll be pitching at the fourth spot. And Rich Hill, he used to be a part of the Dodgers. I have him slated as number 5. And Colin McHugh for spot starts. I have him as the 6th guy. It'll be interesting to see whether they go. I guess it'll all depend on how the pitching staff does early. But there's going to be quite a few teams that have an extra guy to give some guys an extra day off every once in a while. So definitely see Colin McHugh being a guy there. Other storylines around the Rays. Can the Rays fend off the Jays for second in the division? Some might be saying that I'm biased only because I'm a Jays fan, but no, I definitely see the Jays being a stronger team, especially with bringing in Springer. That definitely shores up the outfield. We got great defense on the infield, so there shouldn't be much that gets by these guys. Uh, Toronto is full of great potential when it comes to power. Guys getting on base, speed. This team is built well rounded in the Jays, so I definitely see them as topping the Rays. The true matchup between the Rays and Jays, I think, will be the pitching rotation. I see them being as pretty even there. It all depends what happens with Nate Pearson, but I definitely see that being a area that might be kind of 50-50 depending on how they perform. Chris Archer, like I said, is back with the Rays. Had some phenomenal years there, and has made his way back now. He was in Pittsburgh for a while. Even righty lefty split. As you notice, there's four lefties and five righties that I had in that lineup. I try to mix them in evenly. It causes some big problems, especially for the bullpen. Pitching between righties and lefties, a lot of teams were able to put in a left-handed pitcher to face lefties. Now it's you have to either end an inning or face three batters, so it definitely makes it a whole lot tougher coming out of the bullpen. So having a righty lefty split like that definitely will work well. And in right field, there's a lot of short walls, um, so definitely will work out there. What kind of season will Kiermaier have? I definitely think he has the potential. He's been kind of shaky in some seasons, but he definitely could come back in a big way this year. Uh, but everybody's coming off a short season to a longer season, so there's going to be a lot of unpredictable things, and it could end up being a lot of injuries as well. So have to see how the season unfolds. And to end out this episode, again, players to watch. Wander Franco, shortstop number one in the organization. Brendan McKay, left-handed pitcher number two. Louis Patino, right-handed pitcher number three. Vidal Brujan, second base shortstop number four. And Xavier Edwards, second baseman, is shortstop number five. I'd like to thank you again for watching. Make sure to tune in for the draft on today if you'd like. If not, hopefully I could catch you on the one of the lives on opening day. I'd like to get to know more of you. I'm making this not only for myself, but a big thing for the fans. Is a lot of podcasts I see don't include a lot of fans and their opinions, so I'd love to get some fans on and hear what they have to say as well. I want to make this a big sports community for all of us, give us all opportunities to for some very great content. Be emailing the leagues and the teams to be able to use replays and be able to get some stuff to add that way. Also get some things to dress this up a little bit more, give it a more sportier look. So I definitely have a lot of plans. It's going to take some time as I also work a 40-hour job during the week, so might not be on quite as often as some other podcasts are, but I'm definitely working hard for myself, for you guys, the fans, and I hope you appreciate the work that I'm putting into this. and continue to follow along and enjoy this ride with me. So thanks again for watching. Just remember, it's not always what happens in the game. There's a lot behind the score. Thank you and have a great day.